Welcome behind the scenes of one of rock's most iconic albums, Van Halen's self-titled debut. Released in 1978, this album not only launched the band into superstardom but also redefined rock music. Today, we'll explore the stories from the recording of this groundbreaking record. Join us as we unravel the tales of dedication, raw talent, and serendipity that shaped this classic album. Van Halen's journey to their debut album began in the suburban landscapes of Pasadena, California. The band, formed by brothers Eddie and Alex Van Halen, along with David Lee Roth and Michael Anthony, crafted their sound playing local clubs and backyard parties. Their energetic performances and Eddie's revolutionary guitar techniques quickly garnered a dedicated following. But it wasn't just their talent that set them apart, it was their relentless drive and unique chemistry. Their big break came in 1976 when Kiss bassist Gene Simmons saw them perform at the Starwood in Los Angeles. Impressed by their stage presence and Eddie's guitar skills, Simmons funded a demo tape and pitched the band to Kiss's management. Although this didn't lead to an immediate record deal, it was a crucial stepping stone. I saw something special in Eddie's playing. He had a sound and technique unlike anything I'd ever heard. In 1977, Warner Brothers executive Mo Ostin and producer Ted Templeman attended one of their shows at the Starwood. Blown away by the performance, they signed Van Halen almost immediately. Templeman, known for his work with artists like the Doobie Brothers, was keen to capture the band's live energy in the studio. Recording took place at Sunset Sound Recorders in Hollywood. The sessions were intense but efficient, lasting just 3 weeks. Templeman's goal was to replicate the band's live sound. He insisted on minimal overdubs and encouraged a raw, unpolished feel. This approach was evident in the first track they recorded, Runnin with the Devil. The recording of Runnin with the Devil set the tone for the entire album. The song's iconic opening features car horns, a unique sound that was achieved by borrowing various car horns from friends and recording them in the studio parking lot. This innovative approach was a hallmark of the album's production. We wanted to create something that sounded like nothing else out there. The car horns were just one of the ways we did that. One of the standout tracks, Eruption, almost didn't make it onto the album. Eddie Van Halen considered it a warm-up piece, but Templeman insisted it be included. Eddie's guitar solo on this track, featuring his pioneering two-handed tapping technique, would go on to become one of the most famous solos in rock history. I never intended Eruption to be a track. It was just a solo I did during our live shows. Ted heard it and said, "That's going on the record." David Lee Roth's vocal style and flamboyant personality added a unique flair to the album. His lyrics were often playful and provocative, perfectly complementing the band's energetic sound. Roth and Eddie's dynamic, though sometimes contentious, drove the creative process. Their collaborative tension often resulted in musical magic. Jamie's Cryin' is a prime example of the band's collaborative effort. Eddie's catchy riff and Roth's storytelling lyrics created a song that resonated with fans. Interestingly, the song's drumbeat was later sampled by Tone Loc in his 1988 hit, Wild Thing, illustrating Van Halen's far-reaching influence. Our music was all about having a good time. We wanted to bring the party to everyone, and that's what we did. The album's production was also notable for its innovative use of guitar effects. Eddie Van Halen's technique, including his use of the MXR Phase 90 and Echoplex, gave the album its distinctive sound. His brown sound, a term he coined to describe his ideal guitar tone, became legendary. Achieving this tone involved a combination of his custom-built Frankenstrat guitar and meticulous amp modifications. One story from the studio sessions involves the song, Feel Your Love Tonight. During the recording, Eddie played his iconic Frankenstrat guitar, which he had custom-built using various parts. This guitar became synonymous with his image and sound. The Frankenstrat's unique look and sound were the results of Eddie's constant tinkering and experimentation, reflecting his innovative spirit. I built the Frankenstrat because I couldn't find a guitar that did what I wanted. It was a labor of love, and it became a big part of our sound. Van Halen's self-titled debut album was released on February 10, 1978. It received critical acclaim and commercial success, peaking at number 19 on the Billboard 200 and eventually going platinum. Tracks like Runnin' with the Devil, Ain't Talkin' Bout Love, and Eruption became staples in rock music. The success of the album catapulted Van Halen into the limelight. Their subsequent tours solidified their reputation as one of the best live acts in rock. The chemistry between Roth's showmanship and Eddie's guitar virtuosity captivated audiences worldwide. Their live performances were electric, often featuring Eddie's extended guitar solos and Roth's acrobatic stage antics. The album also featured a cover of the Kinks' You Really Got Me, which became one of their most popular tracks. Van Halen's version was heavier and faster, showcasing Eddie's innovative guitar work. This cover introduced a new generation to the classic song and demonstrated the band's ability to reinterpret and invigorate existing music. Van Halen's version of You Really Got Me was like a bolt of energy. They took it to another level. In addition to their musical prowess, the band's image and style played a significant role in their appeal. Eddie's trademark striped guitars and Roth's flamboyant outfits became iconic symbols of the band. Their visual presentation, combined with their musical innovation, helped establish Van Halen as pioneers in the rock genre. Atomic Punk is another track that showcases the band's innovative spirit. The song features Eddie's use of a unique guitar effect, achieved by rubbing his palm over the strings while manipulating the tone knob, creating a sound reminiscent of a futuristic weapon. This track exemplifies the band's willingness to experiment and push the boundaries of rock music. We were always trying new things. For Atomic Punk, I wanted something that sounded completely different. It was all about experimenting and seeing what worked. The production process was not without its challenges. The band often clashed over creative differences, particularly between Eddie and Roth. These tensions, however, often led to creative breakthroughs. Producer Ted Templeman played a crucial role in mediating these conflicts and guiding the band to create their best work. Ice Cream Man, a cover of John Brim's blues classic, added a playful twist to the album. Roth's vocals and Eddie's guitar solos infused the track with a unique energy, transforming it into a hard rock anthem. The inclusion of this song highlighted the band's diverse influences and ability to reinterpret different genres. We loved taking old songs and making them our own. Ice Cream Man was a fun track that showed our playful side. Van Halen's debut album remains a milestone in rock history. It introduced the world to Eddie Van Halen's revolutionary guitar playing and set a new standard for rock bands. The album's raw energy and innovative sound continue to inspire musicians and fans alike. It was not just a collection of songs but a statement of the band's identity and vision for the future of rock music. Thank you for joining us on this journey behind the scenes of Van Halen's debut album. We hope you've enjoyed these stories and gained a deeper appreciation for this classic record. Stay tuned for more insights into the making of rock's greatest albums. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.